Hello and welcome to From the Mic Stand. We are down here at the beautiful Sparrow Park in Macclesfield for 1261 Festival. We've seen the amazing poetry pandemonium in the park, and we're here with Mark Rollins, or Mark the Poet. He's organised the event and it's been a great event. Hello Mark, how have you been?
I'm good, thanks, Mike. Yeah, we've just had a fantastic event here in Sparrow Park. We've had, you've just been talking to the fabulous Don Berry. We've had Nick Degg, the Stoke-on-Trent Poet Laureate here. We've had some fantastic open micers, including yourself. I have to give you a credit. And it's been great. It's been a lovely atmosphere. We've had some lovely weather, and it's all been part of this fantastic 1261 festival that the Macclesfield Council have organised, which has just been a brilliant day of free events, and we obviously our little offering has been just one of those, and yeah, I'm pleased with the way it's gone.
And how do you get involved? How did the council get involved with it all?
So they put a notice out asking for people to have ideas. They were looking for ideas for events, and I saw it and I thought, as you know, I run a regular quarterly event at Mash Guru called Poetry Pandemonium. We have guest poets on each time. We have an open mic. It gives me an opportunity to do a bit of showing off and doing some of my stuff. And it's gone from, it's gone from success to success, really. It's gone really well over at Mash. And I just thought it would be an opportunity to try and reach a bit of a wider audience, bring poetry out into the open, as it were, literally, and yeah, and I think it's gone well. I mean, we've had some of the sort of regular people that come to poetry events in Mac, but I think other people have just been sort of passing and come to sort of see what's been going on, and hopefully they'll come to some of the other events that we do.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you've got another poetry pandemonium coming up. Is that?
The next one is in November.
Yep.
November the 13th. We've got a couple of really good special guests. We've got Lynn Jones, who did our, not the last one, but the one before, event that we did as part of the Pride celebrations, and we've got another lady called Anna Sharp Jones. I don't think they're related, but they're both called Jones, and they're both very good, quite different in style, and yeah, I mean, come along. That's not till November. I was saying though during the show today that there's lots of stuff going on in Macclesfield poetry wise. So obviously we have the Poetry Pandemonium stuff. But there's a regular open mic night at the Button Warehouse that my friend Joy Winkler organises, and that's always a really good night, and that's the first Wednesday of every month. So the next one, I think, will be on the 5th or 6th of September, whenever the Wednesday is. Anyway, that's always a good night. So there's lots of poetry stuff that going on in Macclesfield, and there's lots of people writing stuff and performing stuff, which is great.
Now, for our viewers, just want to tell us a bit about your own poetry and what you've been up to? So
I describe myself as a rhyming ranter, Mike, I think, and I write poetry that kind of, in my blurb, I always say that I write poetry to get stuff off my chest, and there's a bit of that about it. But I write poetry that's sort of written to be performed, really. Which is why I like to sort of do these kind of events. I think my poems work better in front of an audience being performed than they do sort of being read on a page. So they tend to be hopefully funny, hopefully thought-provoking, sometimes a little bit angry, sometimes a little bit ranty, and hopefully there's something for everyone.
And do you have anything coming up yourself with gigs and things?
Well, at the moment, most of what I'm doing is the stuff that I'm doing at MASH. So the only thing that I know about at the moment is that I'll be doing the thing in November. the next Poetry Pandemonium at MASH. However, you know, things come along. I do a lot of stuff with Nick Degg, who was here earlier on, and we did a lot of stuff last year together as like a sort of poetry double act. So I'm hoping that we might get to do some more of that again in the near future.
And if people want to keep up to date with you and with Poetry Pandemonium, where can they do that?
So I have a Facebook page, Mark the Poet. So if you look me up on Mark the Poet, I'm not really good on social media, but I do Instagram. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what it is or how it works, but I do post stuff on Instagram. But if anyone's on Facebook, Mark the Poet Facebook page, and I put all stuff about gigs that I'm doing and gigs that I'm organising, and also occasionally poems. When I've finished a poem, I usually put it on my Facebook page, and that kind of means that I've finished it and I don't play around with it anymore. Brilliant.
Well, thanks for organising the event and chatting to us this afternoon.
Thank you. Mate. Thanks for coming.